Hi guys, today we're going to be looking at linear sequences. By the end of this class, we should be able to find the common difference of a linear sequence, the next three terms in a linear sequence, and then explain a sequence in words. Let's talk over the terms we looked at in last class. A sequence is a list of numbers, and a term is the name that we give to each number in the sequence. For example, in this case, our first term is 4, our second term is 8, and our sixth term is 24. A linear sequence is a sequence where we are increasing or decreasing our terms by a set value each time. In this case, we're increasing our values by 4 each time. This means that this is a linear sequence. The value that we are increasing our terms by is called the common difference. So in this case, our common difference is 4. Okay, now that we've gone over the terms that we talked about in last class, let's correct our homework. For homework, you had question 1 on exercise 11.2. In question 1, part 1, we're asked to identify the start term. This is the first number in your sequence, highlighted here. We have in A, 5, B, 18, and C, 8. Part B, we're asked to find the first difference. This is the value that we're adding on or taking away to find our next term. So we find the difference between the first and the second term. This, in part A, is 6. This means we are adding on 6 to each term. In part B, we're adding on 7 to each term. And in part C, we are taking away 5 from each term. In part 3, we're asked to find the next 3 terms. To do this, in part A, we're going to add on 6 to our third term. 17 plus 6 gives us 23. To find the fifth term, add on 6 again, and the sixth term, we add on 6. We repeat this in question B. To the third term, I add on 7. The fourth term, I add on 7, which gives us 46. And we add on 7 again to our last term to find the sixth term, which is 53. In part C, we're taking away 5 each time. So to find our fourth term, it's minus 2 minus 5, which gives us minus 7. To find our fifth term, it's minus 7 minus 5, which gives us minus 12. And our sixth term is minus 12 minus 5, which gives us minus 17. Okay, let's do another example of these questions. We're going to look at question 2, part A. We're asked to find the start term, the common difference, and the next 3 terms for the following sequence: 8, 13, 18, 23, and 28. To find our first term, the answer of question 2, part A, this is the first number in our sequence. Okay, so the first number in our sequence, in this case, is 8. In part B, we're asked to find the common difference between our terms. To find the common difference, we find the difference between each terms. So the difference between 8 and 13 is 5. That means our common difference is 5. In question 2, part C, we're asked to find the next 3 terms. So we want to find the next 3 terms after 28. To do this, we're going to add on 5 to 28 to find the next term. 28 plus 5 gives us 33. To find the next term, we add on 5 again, and we get 38. To find the next term, we add on 5 again, and we get 43. Okay guys, now that we've gone through one of our examples, It is your turn to complete question 2, part 2 and part 3. Okay guys, let's try one more example of question 3. In this, we're asked to find the missing terms in the sequence, as shown. To find the missing terms in the sequence, the first thing we need to do is find the common difference. This is the value that we're adding on or taking away from each term. In this case, it's the difference between 1 and 5. So our common difference is 4. This means we're adding on 4 to each term to get our unknown, to get our next value. So to find our missing term, we are going to add on 4 to the term before this. So 9 plus 4 will give us our next term. 9 plus 4 equals 13, so our missing term is 13. Repeat this for our next missing term. So we're adding on 4 to each value. So our previous term is 21. We know we're adding on 4 to get the next term. So 21 plus 4 will give us our missing term, which is 25. Okay guys, I want you to finish question 3, part B and part C. Okay guys, let's look at question 4. In question 4, we're asked to use the following rules to find the first 4 terms in a linear sequence. So let's look at 4a. We're told to start at 0 and add 2 to each term. So I'm starting at 0 and I'm adding 2 to each term. So 0 plus 2 will give me the next term, which is 2. To find the next term, we add on 2 again. 2 plus 2 gives us 4. To find the next term, we add on 2 to 4. 4 plus 2 gives us 6. To find the next term, we add 2 to 6. 6 plus 2 gives us 8. So when we're finding the next term in a sequence, we simply add the common difference to each value. Okay guys, now I want you to try question 4, B, C, D and E. In each of them, to find the next term, you are going to add or subtract the common difference from the term before it.